Okay, so today, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Today is going to be the first day of the Western Conference Finals. The Phoenix Suns versus the LA Clippers. Yes, not the Lakers. The Clippers have, for the first time in franchise history, advanced to the Western Conference Finals beyond the second round. And they did it against all odds, and they did it with playoff P actually being playoff P and not pandemic P. The pandemic is over. At least states are back opened up and most restrictions have been lifted. And I guess the pandemic is over for Paul George because he showed up big time in the two games that he needed to, Game 5 and Game 6. So Game 6 was really, really special. I imagine just because from a basketball fan standpoint, I mean, a lot of Lakers fans hate the Clippers. I don't hate the Clippers like a lot of Lakers fans do. This is their first time in the Western Conference Finals. Lakers have 17 championship banners. Clippers have yet to even reach the finals. So, but that being said, put that aside. What the Clippers did Friday night, coming back from a 25-point deficit against a very talented Utah squad led by a future Hall of Famer, in my opinion, if he keeps it up, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, that comeback made it all the more better. I mean, I got together with one of my longtime friends. He's been a Clippers fan as long as I've known him. I think he had a Corey Maggette jersey when I met him, or maybe a Darius Miles jersey. Either way, that era, he's been a Clippers fan for that long. So it was fun to get together with him and watch the Clippers advance. So the Clippers versus the Suns, they start today, Game 1. But they're both going to be without their leaders. As we know, the Clippers defied the odds, and they were down in the series when Kawhi went out. Or actually, the series was tied 2-2 when Kawhi went out. So logic had it that without Kawhi, without their best player, they were pretty much dead in the water, and they proved everybody wrong there. So congrats to you if you made a bet and won some money off of that. And also, the Suns are going to be without Chris Paul for Game 1 today because of COVID protocols. He did get COVID or something like that. I don't know. But he's got COVID, or he's in quarantine for COVID protocols, which I find kind of strange at this point, but it is what it is. So Game 1's going to be today, and it should be good. You've got Devin Booker versus Paul George. Both offenses, both defenses, both teams seem to be rolling. They seem to be hot. They seem to be clicking at the right time. Now, the Phoenix Suns haven't played in about a week, so I don't know if that's going to be good or bad for them. I mean, they are going to be without Chris Paul, and they're going to be somewhat rusty. I mean, the Clippers just put in two magnificent performances over the last 4 days. They went Wednesday night, and then they went Friday night, and I'm sure that took a lot out of them, but I'm sure they're still riding that wave. I'm sure they're still elated. So Devin Booker versus Paul George, no Kawhi, no Chris Paul. I'm going to say the Clippers are going to have the momentum. They're going to be on the road. So, the Suns will have the home court advantage, but right now the Clippers are sharp. They've been playing. They've been active the last week. I don't think they're fatigued. We'll find out today, but, we'll see. I don't know who's going to win this series. It depends on when or if when or if Kawhi Leonard comes back, because we know Chris Paul will be back at this series for some point. He's not injured. He's just under COVID protocol. Kawhi Leonard, I think he needs to be in this series for them to win. Although Paul George did show great leadership the last couple games, I don't think it's going to be enough without Kawhi Leonard. So if they can win today's game without Kawhi and take away home court advantage, that'll be huge. So we'll catch up later. I'm no expert. I just call it how I see it. UNO.